What is up, everyone, and Merry Christmas, or belated Christmas when you're watching this. Obviously Christmas is past, but I hope all of you guys got the car parts that you wanted. And remember, it's not about what's under the tree, but who's around it. So I hope you guys had a magical day with your family. And while the Oaks family did their Christmas celebrations last night, so today it's actually Christmas. I'm here at the shop playing with my new gifts from you guys, my new Bendpak lifts. So last time you guys saw us, we got this crazy shipment of new shop equipment. We got the tire machine and threw it in right away. And we got the 2 new lifts. We got the 2-post and the 4-post. And I wanna knock out a chunk of it today. So we have our new Bendpak HD7P. And well, let's unpack this thing. As you guys could see, yesterday I laid like a rough to give us an idea of kind of where everything goes. So I did read the manual pretty quickly. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I have a pretty good idea. First thing we have to do is we have to take these massive ass things and actually drop them into the towers. Now the instructions actually tell us to forklift them from the top, but the posts aren't bolted down. Seems kind of sketchy especially since I'm by myself. So what I want to do is let's take these things, we'll lay them down, shove them in, put them back up. Should be good to go. All right, so it looks like I already messed up. Great start. So we're supposed to take these plastic sliders right here, right? Slip them on, right? Just like that. All right, that was exhausting, but it's exciting because this thing's like already starting to show its footprint, which is really cool to see. We're probably like 5% done, so we got a lot of work to do. But now since the bars are in, it is now time to install the locks. Now the locks are, well, these pieces right here. So really thick piece of metal with a bunch of windows on it that these will actually end up locking into. Obviously these are very important because if not, the car underneath will get crushed. So the way these work is these actually use these bolts right here to hang from the top of the pillar off a plate versus it kind of just being attached to the pillar itself. So the way these things go in is, remember those 4 blocks we put in there? You don't remember because you weren't here, but end up sliding in them right here. All right, let's do 3 more. All right, boys, so we got this big hunk of metal right here. Check it out, right? Super thick, it's got 2 holes in it, right? So what this does is it actually hangs the lock from it and explains why it's so thick, because this thing's supporting the whole weight of your car. Kind of terrifying. So essentially it's gonna bolt to the plate and it's gonna hang the lock. And as you can tell, it has a bunch of threads on it. And what that does, it kind of allows you to adjust the height of the locks, which is really good. If your lift isn't level, you could adjust the locks all around to then level out the lift, and your car will be level, so it's not all sketchy and crooked and whatnot. So it's quite a nice feature. We're gonna bottom this thing out. Take this thing, slip it in the back. Take this nylon nut. And then we got these little ass bolts right here to just hold it in place. 3 more to go. Donald! Oh! Look at you all comfy, dripped out. Sheesh. These look expensive.
You know, that's all I'm saying. These are the beaters though, but.
That just look, I don't know anything about sneakers, but these look fancy.
I wish they weren't worn because I could cash out, but.
What are you guys doing?
Dude, look at it. This is perfect, right? We have 3 guys here now because we're about to do the heaviest part of this whole entire operation. Oh. All right, so I'm not trying to make it like super DIY, even though I think it's feeling like that. I just want you guys to see like kind of how possible it is for anyone to set these things up, right? It seems pretty crazy. Maybe some people didn't even anticipate it had this many pieces. It is kind of a pain in the ass, but I think anyone can do it. And today we're showing you how. So next part of the puzzle, right? What we have to do now is we have to actually get these things up high enough to lock onto the first set of locks. So the muscle's here, so we're good to go. Keep going. All right, so there's 2 sets of locks on this thing, I believe. This is what I read, right? So the upper lock right here, you gotta push it in so it doesn't sit on this lock right away. It's gotta sit on the lower lock. So DJ, see this upper pulley?
Yep.
Push in.
Yep.
And Carter, jack up the post. Perfect. So now we're on the first set of locks, and it's not sitting on this one upper lock, it's on the lower lock, so. We're on the locks. All right, so now that it is on the locks, we could take the tracks and actually rest them on the bars right here, which is a huge step. So this one isn't that heavy because it's empty, but underneath on this one is the whole hydraulic piece right here. So this thing is extremely heavy. So this one we might have to use some tools. So we quickly found out that you have to remove the pulleys to get this to fit in. So you can see how the pulleys slit, like sit in that slit right there. Can you see on camera? Yeah. Take them out. You're gonna find out the hard way. So this should come out, then the pulley. So now, this will actually seat.
Wow.
Boom. Now I have a track. All right, boys, this one should be pretty easy, so.
I think I can do this one by myself.
By yourself? Let's see it. Strongman Donnie, let's get it. As you guys can tell, this is more of a storage 4-post than it is like a working 4-post, which allows it to be a lot smaller. So the footprint of it is not much bigger than the average car, right? It probably takes the same amount of space as like an SUV, which is really nice because, well, you get as much bang for your buck in terms of storage, and I'm out of breath, which is pathetic, so I should probably wait to film this clip, but check it out. Yeah, it doesn't take up much space at all.
How do you get a car up here, James?
What?
This sits on the ground. He's got the ramps. Oh, it goes lower. It goes lower.
Oh my God. Nice work. This thing's cool though, dude. It has an air brake on it, like right here. See this actuator right here? It uses air to actually unlock one of the locks. So there's like a mechanical lock and then there's an air lock. They don't want you crushing your car. Boom. All right, so this is pretty cool, right? So you see this track in the inside. So they sell a lot of accessories that actually utilize these tracks. They have like drip trays. They actually have like jacks that slide on here that can almost turn this thing into like an alignment rack, right? Which is really, really awesome. So I like having the option of adding things to this later on. But I'm happy with the progress today. All the big grunt work is done. We'll do the rest tomorrow. And we're back with world famous Stephanie. You got this today, right? This is all you.
I'm gonna hold the camera, please.
Okay. So yesterday you guys saw us do the grunt work, right? We did all the heavy lifting. All the big stuff is now done, but that was easy stuff. Now it's time for the pain in the ass stuff. And well, we have to take all of this and root it through there. So Stephanie, what are we doing right now?
There's a cylinder under here that we have to
Do you see it?
do something to.
We have to extend it.
Extend it that way.
You got this?
Yeah, let's do it.
This is a really good angle for you.
No, it's so bad.
Take this.
Yeah.
Stick it in there and squeeze the trigger. Keep going. Let it. There you go. There you go. Oh. Well, it looks like you finished.
Is that it? Oh. You're funny.
Nice work. So we found out pretty quickly when routing the cable, the pulley right here, it's actually easier just to kind of remove the pulley. And there's a guide bolt right here. As you can see, we actually have to remove this so we have enough room to then bring the cable through. Sound good? All right. So we totally didn't film this because it was such a pain in the ass, but check it out. So we have all the cables ran. They all loop through those pulleys down there. Then they come through and then they loop on these pulleys, which is attached to the cylinder, which then the cable locks onto these brackets right here. So now it's time to do the airlines, hydraulic lines, set up the pump, we can party. Sound good?
Sounds great. High five.
Nice work.
Ooh.
All right, what's really nice about this is they give you the option of 220 or 110, right? Which is really cool because if you want to just plug it right in and go, you're good. You don't have to do any extra wiring. So if I ever want to bring this home, put it in my home garage, which is the perfect size for, I'm ready to go. The only difference is obviously the 220 goes up and down faster, or it goes up faster. And I realized since this is a storage lift and we won't be using it like every day, it's not really a big deal. It goes up a little bit slower. So I went with the 110. So this is a super cool feature, right? So usually lifts have mechanical locks. So there's usually a lever right here that has a cable that goes through and you kind of push in. It's kind of a pain in the ass. This has air locks. So all I do is hook an airline in here, push this button, and it's unlocked.
Oh, nice.
Very fancy. So big fan of this. I wish my 2-post had this. This is a really, really cool feature.
You just press the button.
That's it.
That's it.
Nice. Speaking of airlocks, we have to run the line to the airlocks, right? So they give me all of this high pressure airline right here. And well, we have a bunch of T's. And what we have to do is we have to go from cylinder to cylinder, tee it back, cylinder to cylinder, tee it all the way up into our button. What feels like forever later, we are ready to go.
What's the next step? What are we doing?
I don't know, here, tell me what the next step is.
I don't even know what
This is really starting to drag on. I hope you guys, I don't know if you guys can tell or not.
Oh, is it? We're not, are we? No, we did that.
I think we gotta do the hydraulic lines next.
We're not here yet.
Okay.
Where did all these lines come from?
So kind of just jumping forward. So these are the high, this is a high pressure hydraulic line that goes to the cylinder.
Okay.
Then we have the low pressure hydraulic line from the cylinder, which is the same line as the airline, this one. And then
Okay.
this is actually just the airline right here.
And these are all gonna get hidden underneath? Or
No, so we
what?
gotta take these. So basically right here, we have, it looks like a vacuum hose, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So what this is kind of like the shielding for all this stuff. So this is gonna go from here into here. And so then when the lift goes up and down, obviously it has enough slack for the hose to go up and down, but it's covered so it doesn't look like this crazy mess that I have to push all the way back through so I can slip this on.
Oh my God.
See you in a minute. So now we'll snake this through here.
Oh, I love that.
Look at that. Last one right here is for the air locks. I have to put a airline right here that will go to an air compressor, but we'll worry about that later. Boom.
I don't know what is happening.
Oh, that looks so good. It's super clean. All right, so this is the last fitting I hopefully have to touch. So this is to hook the lift up to an air source. So I threw a quick disconnect on it for now, just so I can kind of reel over the existing air compressor and just plug it in. But when I hook up the airlines for the new air compressor, I'll do a hard line to it. This might leak, but just listen for the locks, all right? Do you guys hear the locks?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did such a good job.
Check it out, right here. Ready? Do you see them?
No. Oh yeah.
It's cool seeing them move for sure. Airlines are done, hydraulic lines are done. All we have to do is plug this in. If you run to the store, get a boatload of ATF, and we can test it out for the first time. It's exciting. Oh, let's go to the parts store. Bare minimum amount to make it work today.
That's a lot.
I probably should have bought one more. I'm using a funnel. I didn't think I'd do it. I'm sorry, dude. I'm more disappointed than you are. Tell me about it.
That's some weak stuff right there.
I'm not spilling ATF. This stuff's gross. All right. Well.
Many minutes later.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
The pressure.
You feel good? The end is near, James. Oh,
I want to be on it.
press the button.
Ready, boys?
Me too.
Are we going up or down?
Okay. Well, There's a lot of air in the line, so we gotta get it out first. Yeah. No leak so far.
Ooh, I feel something.
I knew the 110 would go slow, but it's honestly
It's
a
pretty
little
quick,
faster
though.
than I thought it was gonna be. The locks are like pretty close. All the locks are clicking.
We're getting real high, dude. I want to see the limit.
Check it out, check it out, check it out. It went up for the first time. So it goes up quite a bit higher, doesn't it? I think so, because all the locks. So this is plenty of height to get a car underneath, which is awesome. So you could fit a stock car underneath this thing. What do you think?
If you need to do an alignment, I mean,
It's not bad, right?
not bad.
So air release. Ooh, you hear them all disengage. It's awesome. And then boom. Obviously, it'll go a lot faster when there's a car on it. DJ, don't show my face. Show the lift going down. I gotta go up and down with this thing like 6 or 7 times just to bleed out the cylinder. But from there, we then have to level it using the locks. So none of the hydraulics leaking, none of the airlines leaking. Everything's working. So that's good news. Is there any more? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh.
Flush the system.
You know? Yeah. All right, so here it is on the ground. So
That's not a bad.
I shouldn't really need.
That's actually really good.
Yeah,
I'm actually very impressed.
yeah, for a 4-post, that's super low profile. That's awesome. I shouldn't really need any boards. Get down. Show them real well. Dude, that's a really good looking unit.
Sam, you just look at
Dude,
it.
I'm looking at it.
You know?
You know? Oh, you guys figured it out.
Oh, wow.
Nice. There we go.
Break some ankles real fast.
Good way to destroy the front lip. I like that.
All right, so we gotta level this thing because it's super crooked. You good?
Me? Yeah, I just had a hiccup.
Okay, yeah. So the cable on top, right? Donnie, you got this?
This cable right here.
Yep, we gotta tighten them or loosen them, and what that's gonna do is adjust the height of each corner. So I need you to tighten that one.
Ready?
Yep. Keep going. Keep going. How much cable we got left? Right there. Perfect. Sammy, you'll appreciate these.
What are those?
Good question. Ready?
Oh, that's nice.
Boom. Hides
Oh,
it.
that's nice.
Right?
I like that.
Put a nice little O sticker on it. We in there.
Oh, a minute.
So I've had this thing up and down quite a few times. I cleaned it up, we leveled it out, we tightened all the cables, we leveled the locks. Everything seems to be good. It's a little bit shakier than I thought it would be with it unloaded, but I called a couple of friends who have one of these and they said it's pretty normal. In the instructions, they say you don't actually need to bolt this down, which is crazy, but it's actually, you know, a big feature that I like because we can move this around whenever we need it, right? So the airlines you can move, the 110, we can move that anywhere. So we're not committed to leaving it right here if we don't end up liking it. So that's huge. Now it is time, finally, my ass is so kicked. This wasn't bad, but like the last couple of days, I've just been so exhausted. And it's officially time to finally test it with a vehicle on it. So the big question is what goes on it first, right?
That goes on top and this goes on the bottom.
We've already decided.
You've decided that?
Yeah, we've already decided.
I don't know if I want to, I'm not spoiling because it's not really that big of a surprise, but I want to put both Z's on here. Well, one Z over another. That's the goal because that's the coolest thing.
The boys here right now. Let's just get them out.
And
Dude,
girl.
the amount of like Tetris we'd have to play right now, what's that parking game with the blocks? Once this is up, we can start moving stuff around because we gotta get this thing up too. We got a lot of work ahead of us, but yeah, screw it. Let's get the Beamer on there.
So what's the plan right now?
To back this thing on there and hopefully everything goes great. What do you think?
Perfect. Thoughts, opinions. This is cool. Can't wait till it goes up. That's fast. Right?
I'm a little anxious. My first one, you know, it's not bolted down, but I mean, it's pretty solid. Like, I don't.
No, it's not.
No. All right, so it looks like we are on the locks. It looks like a good height. All right, this will go up another. It'll go all the way up the lift, which is pretty crazy to think, right? But I kind of like this level, right? Because if we make it too high, it'd look really weird having this much gap between the car underneath and it.
Right.
And obviously, the lower it is, more stable it is. So, same a good idea. We'll throw the hatch under for now. Because not only is it just another red and black car, which would look pretty funny, at least it helps us get another car out of the way so we can start moving these cars around too. So, hatch it is, boys. Let's do it.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's crazy.
You see that?
That's so sick.
It's a good look.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, now I just need 2 cars worth of paint, but yeah, it looks sick.
Oh my God.
That's really cool.
Just have all red and black cars, and I don't need to get painted.
You already have all red and black. There.
I don't want to talk about it. It's not on purpose. I swear to God.
You got room in the rear. Right now you got a foot between the beam. About.
I need directions here. Right, left, straight.
Cut it. Right.
Hold on, yeah, listen to it.
Brakes on.
Is it? The guy down the street.
All right, so we quickly lined up the cars. I had the CDS13s all lined up. We got to move some so we could get Donald's back in position. But seeing this it's weird because it completely changed like the entire vibe of the shop. Like not just because the cars aren't here, but it honestly just feels bigger for some reason.
It's efficient because now you
efficient.
actually can use that whole space.
I love it. I need one more. I think we need
You
one more.
should.
How cool, dude.
It's so
You can't tell me 2 right here
we
wouldn't
need
be
it
the
at
most.
the house. We need it everywhere.
These are cool. They're honestly awesome. It wasn't that bad, right? It was my first time, and honestly, filming things just makes it 30 times more stressful and daunting, and I've just had a really long week. So that kicked my ass, but I don't want to deter anyone from thinking they can't do it themselves. It wasn't hard. It was just tedious, and well, luckily I had the best helper ever, so she did all the work, right?
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah, all right, so this is awesome. We got so much work to do. We did a bunch of cleaning while all the guys were down here, which was really awesome. They all helped me out. So obviously everything's a big mess. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got to set up this lift. We got to set up the air compressor. We got to move around a bunch of stuff. So it's gonna look like a mess until everything's set up, but I'm super excited. So, but I love it. I'm absolutely in love with it. I can't wait to get the Z's on there. I think it's gonna be really awesome. And yeah, it's cool. I mean, it looks cool. I'm happy to get the extra space. To be honest, like I got, as you guys can tell, I have a lot of my friends' cars in here, and I like being able to give my friends a spot to work on their cars because, it keeps my friends motivated so they can, be a part of this with me. And this is just not an excuse to get another car, but to, give us more room to have the guys in here. So I love it. We'll get the 2-post up. And so now we have another lift we're working on since cars always get stuck on that lift. And yeah, I keep rambling, but thank you, Bendpak, for giving us an awesome deal on this thing. It's freaking cool. So you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. And Stephanie?
Have a great night, everybody.